Good morning, guys. It's about 9 a.m. and it's the first day of spring break, Royalmatchaa, and I'm staying up in San Jose for the break. My mom's coming up tomorrow and we're gonna go to SF for a few days and just kind of explore the city and have fun together. I'm really excited for that. Also, I went and got my eyebrows done the other day, last night, the other day. And they totally over-tweezed this eyebrow. And I over-tweezed them myself in the summer, and it took me a good 6 months to grow those arches back. And now they're really arched again, so I guess I'm back to square one. But a lot of people ask what I eat and how I make my dishes, but in reality, everything I eat is really simple. I just throw a bunch of ingredients together and make my meals. But I just figured that I'd show you guys how I make my food so that you know that you can make it too. It's really not that difficult. But also, as you can see, I'm just in my PJs right now. I have no makeup, my hair's not done, and this is Heather. This is Ipar. This is what I look like on the daily, and yeah, so you gotta love who you are without makeup, be comfortable with who you are, and I'm not trying to impress anyone, obviously. So that's my rant about being comfortable with your skin. So let's go check out what I'm going to eat today. So this is something that I've been eating for breakfast every day since like September. What I do is in a jar like this, just an empty like nut butter jar, I put oatmeal and chia seeds and turmeric overnight. And I put it in the fridge and just let them soak, and then I heat them up in the microwave after that. So chia seeds are a really good source of omega-3 fatty acids, which helps with your brain development and brain function. And turmeric is a spice. I only add 1/4 teaspoon of ground turmeric, and it's just really good for inflammation, and it can help fight diseases such as cancer or type 2 diabetes. After I cook my oatmeal, I put all the toppings on it. So I have strawberries and blueberries because I love antioxidants. Try to get as many antioxidants every day. I have unsulfured blackstrap molasses, which is a really good source of calcium and iron. And so I try to have a tablespoon of that every day. I'm going to put cacao powder in my oats to make them chocolatey. Mulberries, because mulberries are a really great source of vitamin C. And they also have some iron and some fiber, so they're really good. And then this is something that I've been obsessed with lately, this Forager cashew yogurt. I just like drizzle some on top and it makes my oats extra creamy, and I don't know, I just kind of like the contrast between hot oats with cold toppings, so yeah. And so this is the final project. Just put all the toppings on, and again, I've been eating oats every morning since September. Not the same variation, not always chocolate. I don't always put the yogurt or the same fruit, but some kind of variation of oats. It just is so filling, so full of fiber and a lot of nutrients. I always like to start off my day with as many nutrients as possible, so I can just have a great start to my morning, and when I go to classes, I'm just full and energized. Also, I just thought I should mention that I do take vitamin D every morning. This is vitamin D2. Our bodies better absorb vitamin D3, so once I finish this, I will be ordering some vegan vitamin D3. But vitamin D is a really important vitamin to aid in the absorption of calcium, which is found in the blackstrap molasses in my oatmeal. And calcium is just a really important mineral for our bone health, to slow down the degradation of our bones and to keep our bones strong. And vitamin D is an essential vitamin that aids in the absorption of calcium. So you may be having plenty of calcium in your diet, but if you aren't getting enough vitamin D, you may not be absorbing all of the calcium. So I take a vitamin D every morning because I do not sit out in the sun all day long. So everyone should be taking vitamin D supplements every day in order to aid in the absorption of calcium. So even though it's already spring break, I still have a few papers that I need to work on that are due like this weekend. So they're not that big of a deal of papers, but I just don't want to procrastinate since my mom is coming up this weekend. So I'm just going to be working on those, eating my glorious bowl of oatmeal, and I'm going to go to the gym, and I will then check back in with you guys at lunchtime. Okay, so what I have going on right now is in here I have some Brussels sprouts and some corn and tofu. Just stir-fried them with this coconut oil and some garlic. So the tofu is a good source of vegan protein. And then over here I have some beans heating up. Should probably turn that down a little bit. Another great source of vegan protein. And everyone that knows me knows that beans are life. I also just sliced up this avocado, so I'm probably just going to put half. I'm not really too happy with what this avocado looks like, but I mean, whatever, it's fine. Avocados are a great source of monounsaturated fat, and there's a lot of misconceptions about fats and what they do in your body, the different kinds of fats. So if you guys do want me to make a video discussing the differences between unsaturated, saturated, monounsaturated, polyunsaturated, and trans fat, just let me know and I will make a video about that. Alright, and here we go. This is lunch. So we have the beans, the avocado, the tofu veggie stir fry on top of the rice and the spinach. Super easy to make, as you guys can see. This is a typical lunch that I'll eat normally. And it's something that a lot of people always ask me for recipes, but as you guys see, I really just threw everything together in a bowl and it looks great. So I'm really excited to dig in, and I will probably top this with Cholula because, again, if you guys know me, you know that Cholula is life. Hi guys, so it's the next day and I ended up not recording dinner just because I was at work like all the way until like 8 o'clock, and so I ended up just having a bunch of snacks. I had like an apple, I had a banana, I had some nuts, I had one of the little like instant packet of oatmeal. So I ended up just having like a bunch of miscellaneous things, which I do sometimes. I prefer to have more meals, but you know, sometimes you just get hungry and you just gotta grab what you can. So yeah, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video, what I eat. And again, if you have any suggestions or you do want me to make more videos about like more of the nutrient wise, like why it's important to have fats in your diet, why it's important to have like different sorts of vegetables or whatever, like the ratios you should be having, like protein versus fat versus carbs, just let me know. Like I'll be happy to do those. I really do want to make this channel like a very health oriented channel, and so yeah, just let me know if you have any suggestions. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.